Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Monday, August 25th, 2025. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Put those baseball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily rundown best bet in Major League Baseball, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. There's also a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Monday, Major League Baseball. First up, we've got the Red Sox and the Orioles. We've got Tomoyuki Sugano for Baltimore, but no official starter right now for Boston. Now, Sugano may not have the best underlying numbers or expected numbers, but he's been a profitable option for the Orioles this season, and as of late, he's pitched pretty well at Camden Yards this year with a sub-4 ERA, 7-2 record, and 68 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 1 run or fewer in 4 of his last 5 games, and the Orioles have won all 5 of his last 5 starts, including a win over these Red Sox at Fenway Park last week. So I'm going to roll with the Orioles in this one. Red Sox coming off of Sunday Night Baseball. I think it's a tough spot for him. Give me the O's on the money line. Next up, we've got the Atlanta Braves taking on the Miami Marlins. We've got Spencer Strider and Edward Cabrera as the starters. While Edward Cabrera has not been his best in his last couple of games, he's still missing a lot of bats, and I think he's the much better option right now compared to Strider, who's just not the same pitcher right now, as he's given up 15 earned runs and 5 home runs his last 2 games. He's just not the starting pitcher that, not the Spencer Strider that we've been used to at the Major League level the last couple of years, and I think that the Marlins should be able to get to him as the White Sox, Mets, and Brewers have recently, and I look for the Marlins to win this game on the money line, so give me Miami on the money line. Next up, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cleveland Guardians. We've got Shane Baz and Tanner Bybee as the starters. I kind of view this as a buy low spot with Shane Baz and the Rays. But we know Baz has struggled this year. It's been a big disappointing season for him. He's got an ERA above 5 and he's given up a ton of home runs. But most of those struggles have been at Steinbrenner Field, where he's given up 18 home runs with an ERA in the 7s in about 65 innings of work. But on the road this season, in 70-plus innings, he's got an ERA in the mid-3s. He's only given up 8 home runs, much lower opponent's batting average. You look at his last 4 road games overall. While there were some shaky starts in those games, he still only gave up 1 home run his last four road games combined, with good strikeout numbers to go with it. And it's not like Tanner Bybee is pitching a bunch of gems on the other side. The Guardians are picking up his games and winning his games, but he's given up 4+ runs in 4 of his last 5 starts himself. So I think that the Rays can get to Bybee, and I think Baz will be good enough for a Tampa Bay victory. Next up, we've got the Nationals and the Yankees. We've got Brad Lord and Cam Schlittler as the starters. Now, I know not a lot of people are looking to back the Yankees because of their current form, but I think it's a good spot for them. I like their matchup against Brad Lord, who, I've mentioned I like Brad Lord in this rotation, but not this matchup. This is a Yankees team that does not hit the ball on the ground very often. They obviously have a lot of sharp contact. They have one of the lowest ground ball rates in the month of August against right-handed pitching, and that's a problem for a ground ball specialist like Brad Lord. Doesn't have great strikeout stuff, but can look to keep the ball on the ground, get those soft contact outs. He wasn't able to do so against the Mets in his last game where he struggled. I don't think he does so against this Yankees lineup at Yankee Stadium. And then you've got Cam Schlittler, who may have not been the best in the month of July, but so far in August, 21 2/3, 23 strikeouts, a 2.08 ERA. This time, I think he gets the run support, and I think the Yankees win this game on the run line. Next up, we've got the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. We've got Joe Ryan and Max Scherzer as the starters. Now, I do think Joe Ryan may be the better option in this game to start, but it's still really close. I mean, Max Scherzer is pitching well, and then the Blue Jays have a much better lineup and bullpen to go with it. So at a reasonable price with the Toronto, I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the money line. It's a little bit steeper than usual, but Joe Ryan, while he's pitched well, he did struggle in his last game, and I just don't think he gets that run support with this. Is Max Scherzer, in his age 41 season, still putting together really good numbers. 3.6 ERA on the year. He's given up 3 runs or fewer in 5 straight outings. His last game, 6 innings, 1 run against the Pirates. Really impressive stuff. I got to roll with the Blue Jays in this one. Next up, we've got a big rivalry series in the NL East between the Phillies and the Mets. We've got Christopher Sanchez and Kodai Senga as the starters. We've been fading Senga since the All-Star break, it seems. I mean, he's still got good numbers on paper with a mid-2s ERA, but he has not been pitching that well since the All-Star break in terms of a lot of sharp contact, a lot of home runs and extra base hits. We saw that in the last game against the Nationals. And against this Phillies lineup, I don't have a lot of faith in Senga at all right now. The Mets had a great series offensively in Atlanta. big series to, really they were struggling quite a bit. The bullpen was blowing a lot of leads. The offense was hit or miss, and the bottom of the lineup wasn't getting a lot done. They had a big series in Atlanta, but up against one of the best starting pitchers in the National League, in Christopher Sanchez, and a good Phillies bullpen, I don't think the Mets could do enough offensively to back up Senga. I'm going to roll the Phillies in this one on the money line. Next up, the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. We've got Eduardo Rodriguez and Brandon Woodruff as the starters. Now, it wasn't a great series for the Brewers against San Francisco. They really struggled, and I think this is a spot where the Diamondbacks are playing some pretty good baseball. Their offense is still very solid. I mean, it's not going to be as strong as it was when they had Naylor and they had Suarez in the lineup, but they're still putting together. I mean, they had a big series against Cincinnati. You've got Brandon Woodruff coming off his weakest start of the season. A Diamondbacks team, it's got great numbers against right-handed pitching in the month of August. Top 10 in OPS and isolated power. Low strikeout rate to go with it. High walk rate as well. That could be a problem for a strikeout-dependent starter like Woodruff. And Rodriguez, not my favorite option to back, that's for sure, but he is pitching pretty well as of late. His last game, 6 2/3, 4 runs. That's good enough for a Diamondbacks win most games, as they're going to be able to back him up, and they have. They've scored 6+ runs for him in his last 4 games. Give me the Diamondbacks plus the 1.5 runs in this one. Next up, the Royals and the White Sox. We've got Noah Cameron and Shane Smith as the starters. I think the value lies with Chicago in this game. And, this has been a series that KC has dominated, but there's been a lot of situations where the White Sox have been able to mount a comeback or, get some runs on the board early, and they've just failed to find the big hit in this season series. They've had a lot of opportunities. I think they'll be able to take advantage of those in this game and in this series. Noah Cameron's a great starting pitching option, but the White Sox, they do a good job against left-handed pitching. Good, decent OPS numbers in the last couple of months. Very low strikeout rate, high walk rate to go with it. They're a tough matchup for a lefty, and Shane Smith has been pitching a lot better as of late. Made a couple of mistake pitches in his last game against Atlanta, but still ended up with 6 innings of work, and he's been pitching, trending in the right direction after struggling quite a bit right before the All-Star break. So I'm going to take a shot here with Chicago on the money line at guaranteed rate field, actually now just rate field. Next up, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. We've got Mitch Keller and Michael McGreevy as the starters. The Pirates have not been a great road team this season, but they've been playing pretty good baseball overall recently. And I think Mitch Keller can bounce back. He's pitched really well against this Cardinals lineup this year, and he's also faced them 3 times. He's gone a combined 20 1/3 innings of 1.33 ERA baseball, 19 strikeouts, no home runs given up. It's been the best team that he's faced this year. He's had the best numbers against St. Louis out of any team this year when you look at the sample size. And I think he can go 5 or 6 good innings. I think that the Pirates can do enough against McGreevy and the Cardinals bullpen to win this game on the road. So give me Pittsburgh on the money line. Next up, we've got the Padres and the Mariners. We've got Bryce Miller for Seattle, but no official starter right now for San Diego. We'll see who that starter is for the Padres, but right now I think they're the play. I mean, even after that series against the Dodgers, where you could be concerned about a letdown spot here, San Diego, Bryce Miller did not pitch well in his first start back from injury. He has not pitched well overall in 2025. I think the Padres can get to him. I think they have the bullpen advantage in this series. I have not really been that impressed with Seattle as of late, especially offensively. They've been very inconsistent. So give me the Padres in this one on the money line. Next up, we've got the Tigers and the Athletics. We've got Tarek Skubal and JT Ginn as the starters. There's no doubting Tarek Skubal has been outstanding in 2025, the heavy favorite to win the American League Cy Young. But this is not the easiest matchup for Skubal on the road at a very hitter-friendly ballpark where the A's have absolutely crushed left-handed pitching in the month of August. Top 5 in both OPS and isolated power, low strikeout rate, and a high walk rate to go with it. All of those are just bad signs for Tarek Skubal in this matchup. And, he pitched really well against the Astros his last game, but before that, wasn't necessarily the sharpest in the previous 2 outings against Minnesota and the Angels. 11 2/3 combined of 7 earned run baseball, a couple of home runs to go with it. I think that the A's can find some runs against Skubal. I really like this A's lineup against lefties. I think that JT Ginn is, severely underrated. His expected numbers are sharp. He pitched well in his last game. He's been, he's not been as strong at home this season like many A's starters, but I think he actually gets the run support in this game. I look for the A's to win this game outright, but I'm going to take the 1.5 runs as well. Next up, we've got the Dodgers and the Reds. We've got Hunter Green and Emmett Sheehan as the starters. Now, I've faded the Reds quite a bit recently. I'm continuing to do so in this game as well. Listen, Hunter Green's a great starting pitching option, but he has a miserable bullpen and lineup to back him up in this game, in my opinion. I think that the Dodgers can do enough against Green, probably not much in the first 5-6 innings, but enough to have a lead through the middle innings and be able to get to that Reds bullpen for a few more to win this game. Emmett Sheehan struggled his last game with the home run ball, but that was at Coors Field. Overall, he's missing a lot of bats. His control's been okay. Home run ball hasn't been too much of a problem. He's facing a Reds team. It's near the bottom of the league, the basement of the league, in team OPS and isolated power against right-handed pitching in this month of August. I got to roll with the Dodgers in this one on the money line, maybe even the run line as well at home. And that's it. Those are the games for Monday in baseball. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com, and there is a link in the description. As always, this is Romanelli. Good luck.